Hey Golden Knights fans, Drew Goldfarb here with the Better Life team from eXp Realty in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm coming to you with another Vegas Golden Knights game preview and betting breakdown as the Knights are on the road in our nation's capital taking on the Washington Capitals and looking to improve to 4-0 on the season. Knights going to be a slight favorite in this game, minus 130 at the moment from BetMGM. Make sure to check all of the sportsbooks so you can kind of compare and contrast and maybe get a little bit added value when you're betting on the Vegas Golden Knights game against the Capitals today. The interesting thing, though, for me is that you're getting a lot of value on Vegas on the money line just in general with this game. When you convert it to implied odds, basically the frequency that you would have to hit at minus 130 for you to break even in the long run, it's 56.52%. So if you hit 57% of the time on this bet, you'll make money in the long run. If you hit 56% of the time on this bet, you'll lose just a smidge of money in the long run. Well, Money Puck's computer simulations, and you know I always bring them up because I do like them at least as a good reference point, has them as Vegas being a 56.0% chance to win this game. Washington 44%. This is before Vegas has confirmed their starting goalie, although Adin Hill is expected in net for this game. Logan Thompson is on the other side for the Washington Capitals, so it'll be interesting to see how the Knights fare against the former Vegas Golden Knight Logan Thompson. No real sample size to go off of when it comes to the Washington side of things. They've only played one game to this point in the season. They lost in regulation 5-3. So if you're looking for bets on Logan Thompson, you could bet on him for save numbers, which the over at 26.5 pays out at minus 105, the under 26.5 at minus 130. The Washington Capitals did allow a lot of shots in their loss, but Vegas is averaging only right around 26 shots on goal per game through 3 games this season. They've scored a lot of goals on those shots per game, but they have only had about 25 to 27 shots get through on net per contest this season. So a 26.5 save line might be a little tricky. Washington, though, if they're going to give up 30 plus like they did in their first game, 27 saves seems right in the realm of likelihood and probability for Logan Thompson in this game. You can also bet that he specifically will allow a certain number of goals. That line set to 3.5, the over paying out at a big plus 135. He would have to give up 4, which means that does not include empty net goals. He has to be charged with over 3.5 goals again. So the under on that one pays at minus 185. I'm not interested in that. There are better ways to bet on the Golden Knights being held to 3 non-empty net goals in this game than to take those kinds of odds, because you know what, if Vegas is going to score 3 or 4, 3 plus an empty netter, they're going to win, and the money line is going to give you better value that way. One of my favorite prop bet categories, because I don't think it gets talked about all that much, is the players blocked shots prop bet, because sometimes you'll be able to look there and find a line of 1.5. Oftentimes it's 2.5 for the players who are going to consistently get 2 or 3 block shots per game, but you can find a couple of players who are going to get significant ice time for over under 1.5 block shots. That's the case today for Jakob Chychrun on the Washington Capitals side and Shea Theodore on the Vegas Golden Knights side. Minus 155 for the over on Chychrun, minus 150 on Shea Theodore for over 1.5 block shots in this game. So finding either of them to get multiple block shots seems like that could be good value. Chychrun specifically played 22 minutes in his first game as a Washington Capital. For the Ottawa Senators last season, he blocked 154 shots in 82 games, which is an average of very, very slightly below 2 blocked shots per game. So that should pay out at a regularity, a frequency, to get that number to make sense in the long run. When it comes to Theodore, 5 block shots through 3 games played so far this season, 78 last year in 47 games played. He only had 86 the year before in 55 games as a Vegas Golden Knight. So his numbers are a bit lower on that. You are getting a slightly better payout. I would be much more hesitant on his end because the Vegas Golden Knights have not allowed a lot of shots on goal, even if you're counting shots blocked by Shea Theodore this season. 5 in 3 games means that he's averaging basically 2, 2, and then 1. So 2 out of 3 games, he's blocking 2 shots if you're looking at an average that way. So the math does make sense so far in this very small sample size, but when you're going back to last year, 78 blocked shots in 47 games is a good bit below 2 shots blocked per contest. And the year before that, 86. He has never blocked 100 shots in a season in the NHL. The most was 97 that he blocked in 78 games played for the Golden Knights in the 2021-22 season. So I always like to look at that category, but in this game, if you're going to pick a side, Jacob Chychrun for over 1.5 block shots is probably the way to go. Unless you want to get aggressive, John Carlson over 2.5 at plus 130. Braden McNabb or Alex Pietrangelo over 2.5 on the Vegas Golden Knights side. Again, is Washington going to get enough shots towards the net for that to happen? But you're getting above even money on either McNabb or Pietrangelo at over 2.5 blocks. Now again, if you're looking at this game and you're going, there's so little juice on the Vegas Golden Knights and it's a pretty close to even money payout if I take them on the money line, but I'm still not convinced that that is the best way to play it. If I'm going to bet on the Vegas Golden Knights to have success in this game against Washington, how else can you bet on it? Well, there is a bet offered by BetMGM, which is the race to 3 goals, to use the phrasing for a baseball game, the race to 1, 2, 3 runs or so. It's the first team to reach 3 goals in regulation time. So you can bet that neither team gets to 3 in regulation, plus 360 if you go that route, if you think there's going to be a goaltending battle. But if you think the Golden Knights are going to reach 3 goals in regulation, so 3-3 tie going to OT, but they have to get there before Washington does, pays at plus 110. So you're getting a better payout than you would taking Vegas on the money line. But again, you're kind of having to be a little bit specific with this one, because that means that if it's a 3-2 overtime win for the Golden Knights, that would not pay out on this prop bet. Do I think that they're going to score 3 against Logan Thompson? Probably. His line in this game is set to 3.5. I don't like the over on that because you might be reliant on an empty netter to get to 4. And if that happens, Logan Thompson's not going to allow over 3.5 goals. So this is an alternative if you're looking for something that pays out a little bit higher, adds a little bit more risk compared with just taking the Golden Knights straight up on the money line. But again, very little juice in that bet today. So do you think the Vegas Golden Knights are headed to 4-0? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you're looking to buy or sell any real estate anywhere in Southern Nevada, Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas, Pahrump, anywhere, do let me know. Leave a comment below. Send me a direct message. You can email goldfarbhomes@gmail.com. You can go to my website, goldfarbhomes.com, or you can call or text 702-900-8857. We'd love to help you with buying or selling some real estate here in Southern Nevada. I'm Drew Goldfarb, and I will see you next time.